Okay, I don't know what happened initially.
You're
to my
recording
video,
a bum-ass
'cause I
Snapchat,
spent
that's what
20
happened.
minutes talking, and it didn't save, so we're gonna do it again. Okay, so
Guys, on my
get ready
video,
for
I
me
fucking
again
suck at makeup.
for my review and film analysis on the movie Get Out. Yes, I know this movie has been out for a while. It's the only Jordan movie I haven't seen, not because I don't want to, but I don't know, I saw it now, so don't hate me. But basically, I'm gonna just kind of speed run this because I already said it, and I'm mad that.
Oh my god. Girl, it is not that
But
serious.
essentially, we follow.
Can I speak?
Your main character is this black man. We follow him in his very short, like maybe couple month relationship with this white woman named Grace. I remember her name for some reason.
Your
But
right side is showing.
essentially, this is going to be his first time meeting her side of the family, and if you are like me,
Oh, hell
if you
no.
are like me, what? I meant to say, if you are black like me, or you know, a person of color, you can. I feel like you can relate. Like meeting anyone's parents is always scary,
Especially if one
because
calls
of
you a
that
chicken
underlying
finger
fear,
licking
like,
lumber.
do they know
And
I'm
before y'all
black
comment,
or
yes, that
mixed?
did happen to me. And no, they
Like,
weren't white.
It's scary. I set my face with primer, by the way. It's scary, and essentially she's all like, no, like they're not racist. My dad would have voted for Obama 3 times. That's what she said, and I'm like, you can still be racist, but okay. So anyways, his friend thinks it's just weird because he's a TSA person. He's always just kind of like wary about situations like that, especially because you're literally going to the middle of nowhere where you're not really gonna have much good cell service, and this is gonna be the first time you're meeting her family. That's
Aw,
weird,
come
kinda
on,
weird.
bro.
But go off, King. Anyways, so they get ready to go, and immediately like the vibes are just so like off. Immediately before they even make it to the house, they get stopped because a deer was jumped in the middle of the road. You think? Here, everything's gonna be revealed later. I'm trying not to say as much because it's crazy. But essentially, they get stopped in the middle of the road, and obviously, when you hit an animal, you are mandated to report said animal. That is just like law. You have to do that, right? I did some concealer. Now I'm doing over foundation real quick. So basically, the cop is trying to get people's like contact information. So he goes to our main character, and the girlfriend's already immediately defensive, being like, he wasn't driving. Why do you need?
That's a little
like,
weird.
just
That's a little
kind
suspicious.
of like making a big deal out of nothing. Like to us as audience, you think she's on our side, but she's not, and I'm gonna explain why. Because I knew the synopsis of this movie, I already had like my own theories going along watching this, which you'll see clips inserted later at the end of the video. But anyways, back to the main plot of the video. So then, you know, the cop kind of like doesn't get his contact information, and that becomes super important later. So they go their very way to the house, and immediately, you know, they look like the typical standard like white suburban family. Like they just look like it, right? And like the wife, she's like a psychiatrist, but does like this weird type of hypnosis therapy, which is weird. It's not weird that you do that, it's weird.
I am
It's
not
a
against
movie.
therapy.
And dad is, I forgot low-key, I think he's like, he does some shit. I low-key forgot. I think they're both something health. No, I remember he was a neurosurgeon, and that becomes super important. You'll see why. So they meet, and they're like trying to warm him up, being like, oh, you know, because Race is all like, oh yeah, this is the first time I dated a black man.
Warning.
Right, which is like okay. So anyway, they're trying to like warm up to him and be like, yeah, you know, if Obama ran for president, I would want to the country. They were like, I would vote for him like 3 times, and I was kind of like, okay.
You can
still
still
be
be
racist.
racist.
Like the whole time I'm like, this does not matter to me because you still can be racist, right? And mind you, right, when they go upon the house, they have a bunch of black
Aw, what
street
the
dogs.
fuck?
And it's weird. Our main character feels weird by this. And Grace is trying to like be like, oh, you know, it's not like that. Like they took care of my grandparents. They've just been there for a long time. John's like, we just couldn't let them go. Shit like that. But upon meeting them, something's off. It's kind of like they're trapped inside their own consciousness. But the way they talk, their dialect, the way they walk, the talk, everything, it's not. One, it doesn't feel human, and then 2, it's like, it's kind of like they're whitewashed, but they're not whitewashed. Like it's like they were supposed to be white. Anyways, so yeah, our main character is obviously weird. I'll bet this also. Her brother's weird too. I don't really care about her brother as much. I think he was just kind of there, and he did serve his portion of the story, but I don't really think it's much to note, to be fair. So we're not going to talk about him. Yeah. So anyway, the brother gets very aggressive with our main character for no reason. Like, he just starts being really weird. And mind you, this whole situation is just weird in itself. And our girlfriend, Grace, is all like, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe it. Like, he's never acted like that. That's so weird. And what was up with my dad saying, my man, my man? Like, he's never done that. Like, I don't understand. And the main character's now like, yeah, I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I told you so, basically. Like, okay, I'm getting really annoyed because I don't know why this is editing so bad. But basically, later, he keeps noticing his phone is not charging. He leaves. And then he goes to just get some fresh air. He notices that the servants are acting weird again, like the whole like they're trapped, and again like even like the parents are treating them weird, telling them to lie down and like taking them, fixing them. It's weird, right? So then he goes back inside. Grace's mom happens to be there, and she just wants to help him with his vaping issue or whatever, smoking issue, right? Mind you, I did blush and I did bronzer. Mind you, she does this thing where he relives the things that happened with his mom. So his mom went out to go somewhere, probably to go get stuff for him as a kid, because his dad died when he was young, and she hadn't come back, and he didn't want to think she died, so he didn't call. He just sat there watching TV, and then it turns out she got shot, but she survived the initial hit and only died because she was laying there for the whole,
and you should never
right?
blame yourself for that.
So she's making him really relive this and really feel these feelings, and he can't move essentially because of the hypnosis she's doing, which she tends to do a lot. She was like circling her spoon a lot, so she was basically hypnosing him from the beginning. We just didn't catch that. So basically then, he physically can't move, and then he gets to what I call the sunken place, or what it's called, but his physical body is there, but his subconscious, mentally and all that stuff, he's stuck inside. Like, he can outwardly see. It's like sleep paralysis, where like you actively are awake, but you cannot move, you can't speak, you can't do anything, you're stuck, and it sucks. So then he thinks, oh, well, I'm cured because every time I think about it, it makes me sick. Until he meets one man, which you'll see in the beginning, that he recognizes at the party, at this, oh yeah, there's a party, and they're auctioning, and very white suburban parties, and they're saying weird things like, black is in, and it's just weird. Like, anyways, so then he notices this one guy, and again, he's acting weird, because I'm like, why is this young man with an older woman? And it's not saying that stuff doesn't happen, but it's weird, right? And he's talking to his friend that I mentioned, and he sends a photo, but he doesn't notice his flash is on, and immediately that man doesn't act like the man he saw. He acts completely different. And he's talking to his friend, being like, dude, I recognize him, this is weird, yada yada, like, I need to leave, I don't feel safe, basically. And then he uncovers Grace has been with black men and women. Grace lied. She lured all these people in that we see now as servants, and has been keeping them as slaves, basically. Not basically, is. And he's trying to leave, he's freaked out. They get him. It's a lot of fighting, basically. Like, I'm kind of summarizing it because I do want to get into my initial thoughts and my whole theories.
And just letting you know, I do talk a lot. My bad, y'all.
They fight a lot. His friend does eventually come save him because he does detective work as, what's it called? A TSA. And yeah, like, basically, it does end in a good happy ending, which I remember seeing from, like, the, what's it called? I'm forgetting. What's the original plot? Like, one of the variant endings, because, like, obviously there's, like, a good and bad ending, where he does go to jail and this and that, and I feel like that would have been realistic, but it would have been so sad. So I'm so happy they did went with this ending, because I don't want white people to win.
No, I need to leave.
As a half white person, I do not want white people to win.
And before y'all start, I'm talking about racist.
Okay.
Like, come on, guys.
So then, basically, he makes it out. So I'm gonna talk about things I noticed initially while watching this, and I'll enter my little reactions. I apologize if I'm whispering because I'm not my dad's, and just again, I don't have space. This is my space. This bathroom is my space. Things that I noticed initially was the whole, like, her weird, like, being like, ooh, like, your friend wants me and stuff. Like, I feel like she was planning her next victim with that. Because, you know, she was definitely planning. Like, you can't tell me she wasn't saying that stuff, especially when she was like, oh, I know why you like me, or I know you like me. She wanted to, one, get him off the phone, and then two, also, she was planning her next victim. Another thing I noticed too with the family was the dad said something like, oh, down there's the basement, there's some black mold there. Initially I thought it was black corpse. My mind initially went like, oh, there's some black bodies right in there, but no, I think that's where he does his surgeries. So technically, I guess technically there are black corpse what they used to be. They're just trapped deep down inside, and that's what they said in the movie. Because the whole synopsis is like they're taking white men's brains and putting them in black men's bodies. So like you are subconsciously stuck in the sunken place, but it's just scary. Like that's such a scary thought of just not having bodily autonomy. I hate that, but man, does it make for good horror movies? Because I feel like, yeah, like I don't know, it was written very well. Let's just say that. What else did I notice? Oh yeah, the whole deer thing. They planted that from the start.
I also feel,
especially when you notice they have a deer mouth on
themes. I
their
just
thing.
think it's something
I think they planted it from the start. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I really think they planted that from the start. Because that's just... Oh, and like I said earlier, yeah, the whole reason why she was acting that way towards the cop is because she didn't want the cop having his name or contact information, because again, these black men and women, people who have gone missing, they can't find them because they don't know their names. Or if they do know their names, they are secluded so long gone in a place they will never be found that they just can't trace them. It's crazy. I was gonna contour today, but I guess that's just gonna have to wait for another day. But yeah, long story short, just be careful who you date, one. Two, if you feel like the vibe is off, leave immediately. Like, leave immediately. Like, I'm telling, like, if it were me, honestly, and, like, my hair feels really bad, sorry, hold on. If it were me immediately, I don't know what I would do, honestly. How would you guys get out? Because I don't know how I would get out, honestly, because I don't know if I have survival instincts. I feel like I do, but at the same time, like, I honestly don't know. But I feel like if it were me, the moment I would feel something is off, I would low-key plan my escape. I would probably lock the door. Like, I would wait until Grace left the room. Then I would lock the door and I probably... Oh, I can't jump out the window. The guy's there. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do. I probably would do the same stuff he did, but it's really hard to say, like, oh yeah, I would have escaped, because I don't know. You know, but... Hello? Anyways, that's basically then of today's video. I'm gonna finish up my makeup for today. I don't feel well. Sorry that this is kind of weirdly edited and stuff, but enjoy my clips at the end. Let me know what you think. Love you guys. Bye. Alright, theory time. I believe she personally denied the officer to check his ID so that when he showed up in the scene, right, or whatever, he would be able to track it. Because if they don't have a name for the place, they can't track him where he's at. And that's diabolical. Such a privilege to experience somebody else's culture. I'm cringing. The scenery is really beautiful. But yeah, the servants stuff is really weird.
Yeah, sorry.
What the fuck? Bro, someone's purposely uncharging his phone so the battery keeps being low. What the heck? And then they all replied it when he went upstairs? Insane. Oh my god, what do you mean they're auctioning him? What the fuck?